Now, step by step, let us understand how to create our own web server. I have opened my editor. Inside this, I have created this folder 04 underscore HTTP. Inside this, I will be creating one file index.js. Here, inside this http.txt, I have mentioned 3 points. In order to build our own web server, we need to follow these 3 steps. First, we have to import HTTP module. Second, we have to create the server. And third, we have to start the server. Now, one by one, let us see all the steps. I will open index.js. First thing, we have to import our module. I will write here const http is equal to required. Inside this, I will just give this prefix node and then I will be giving this HTTP module. You don't have to install any extra thing because this module is built-in module available in Node. Now, second step, we have to create the server. So inside this HTTP module, we are having one method, create server. We are going to access that method, http dot create server. Okay, this is how we are going to access the method from this HTTP module. And inside this, we will be passing callback function as its argument. Okay, simple enough. In this way, we are passing this callback function. And in return, this callback function will be accepting 2 arguments. First is the request and second is the response. In same order, you have to pass. First is the request and second is the response. You can give any name, but this is the convention you will see in all the places. So inside this create server method, we will be passing callback function as its argument. In return, this callback function will be accepting 2 arguments, that is request and response. And this is going to handle request and this is going to handle responses. And we already know request will be sent by the client and response will be sent by the server. And now we are creating server so we will be dealing with this response. And this callback function, what we have specified, it is called as request listener. Whenever we make any request and if that request reaches to server, this callback function will be executed. So this callback function is called as request listener. Now inside this callback function, here I will be writing my response object. On this, I'm just going to apply this end method. Inside this, I will be passing some text. Okay, this is the text. Basically, this is the response. Whenever client is making some request, server will be sending this response. And using this method, we are simply ending the response without any data. Simply, as soon as user requests for some data, without any data, we are simply sending this response to user. So using this end method, we are simply ending our response without any data. I hope till now it is clear. We have imported module and then second, we have created our server. And inside this, we are passing the response message to the client. So request basically means if I type my name, this is the request and whatever result I got, this is the response which I am getting from server. So this is the request, what I type and in return, what result I got, that is the response. And using Node.js, what we are doing, we are creating our own web server. So Node will handle all the incoming requests and we have to write the code to send back the responses to the client. So here we have written the code to send back the response to the client. And every time when new request hits this server, this callback function will be called. And inside this callback function, we have access to this request object, which will be having all the information related to our request URL, related to our headers, and all the other stuff. And this entire thing, I'm just going to assign to the variable. I will give the variable name as server. Third step, what we have to do? We have to start the server. So we have to listen for incoming request. Whatever request is hitting the server, we have to listen for that request. So here I will be writing server dot. We have this listen method. Inside this, we will specify three arguments. First, we are going to specify port number. I will give here 5000, but here you can also give 3000 or 8000. And why we are giving this port number? Because in our machine, there will be many servers which will be running on different port. So here to run our Node.js, we are specifying the port number as 5000. And second, we will specify localhost and it is optional, but still let us give. And here I will be giving this IP 127.0.0.1. And this is the default IP address of a localhost. And localhost simply means the current computer. Then third, optionally, I'm just going to give this callback function. So as soon as I start my application, what message I should be getting, like server is starting, okay? That kind of message I simply want to log here. Here I will be writing server is started and it's listening on port 5000. Okay, simple. We have to follow these three steps. Here if you don't give, then also no issues. But as a beginner, it is very important you understand all these parameters and arguments. Now I'm just going to open terminal. I will run this file node index. As soon as I hit enter, now you can see I got this message. Server is started and it is listening on the port 5000. But here if you see, my program will not exit. But previously, whenever we run the application, immediately as soon as we get the result, our program will exit. But here directly, our program is not going to exit. Now what happens? Our event loop will be waiting for the request on this port 5000. Till now, we have not made any request and in return, we have not got any response. So that is the reason our program will not exit. Now, our event loop is waiting for the request on this port number. And if you remember, whenever we are starting a React application, it will be starting in 3000 port. And this is what our URL will be looking. But now we are running our node in 5000. So we have to write localhost colon 5000. As soon as I hit enter, now you can see I am getting the response from the server, that is created your own server. As soon as I made the request, this callback function was called and in return, I am just getting this response back from the server. And as I mentioned, Node.js has to respect HTTP protocol. If we inspect, come to network tab, let me decrease the size. Here I'm just going to refresh this. And here inside this, you can see I'm having localhost. And here you will be finding all the request headers. Inside this, we are going to have request URL. Request method is get. Status code, you can see the response what we got is 200 and status message is okay. This entire HTTP format will be respected using our HTTP module. Only with this few lines of code, what we have done, we have created our own server which is listening for the request and in return, it is sending the responses. So what happened here? First, we have imported this module. Second, we have used this create server method on this HTTP module, which will be taking this callback function as its argument. And this callback function is called as request listener. Inside this callback function, we will pass request and response as its argument. As of now, we are not sending the data. So using this end method, Immediately, we are going to end the response by sending this text message to user. Now here, if I do request, save it, I will restart my application. Now still I am having server is started and it's listening to the port. Now I will come. As soon as I refresh, you can see it will not be working because here I am passing request object. So here we should always specify response. And after creating the server, what we are doing, we are just listening for the incoming request. And here we have passed the port number. Optionally, we have passed this local host, and optionally, we are passing this callback function where we are displaying this message. So behind the scene, what happened here? Event will be fired. That event we are going to see later. And finally, as soon as we made the request, we got this response back. And for curiosity, if you just want to know what is this request, I will write here log. I will be passing request. I will remove G, open terminal. I will run this. Now nothing is displayed. I will refresh this. I got the response back. And here inside this, if you see, inside my request object, I will be having lot of things. And I cannot show you complete thing. You can see we are having these headers. We will have bunch of information related to URL, information related to headers. We will have tons and tons of information inside this request object. And even after making the request, our application is not going to stop because it keeps on waiting for new request, and that is possible because of event loop in Node.js. Successfully using Node.js, we have created our own web server.